Hi, my loves. How are you? It is me. It's been a while that I posted anything on this page, but it is all love on my end. Y'all all are still my loves, and I love y'all still the same. But I am here to deliver a piece that I wrote a few days ago after reading some work from Solely Gifted. Shout out to Solely Gifted, my sis in God. Please be on the lookout for big, big things from her very soon. Very soon. But anyway, back to the piece. I was reading some things from her, and she inspired this right that I am going to spit for y'all right now, called Bleach Stained T-shirts. And I'll explain the process at the end. Not that I think it needs, explain. I think it's pretty self-explanatory, but I will talk about it a little bit at the end, and I'm just gonna go ahead and get right into it. If y'all see me not looking at the camera, it's because I'm reading it off of my screen. Okay. So here we go. I still have your t-shirt, the one that in my mind still smells like you, even though it's been washed 1,000 times trying to erase you while still holding on to your t-shirt. Because it was comfortable. I felt right at home, complacent in the bleach stains that were caused out of my borderline OCD way of dealing with pain. I tried to clean you off of me from inside of me, the thoughts you consumed, because I was told constantly I was never good enough for you. Stress motivated sex, which was never what I envisioned. I never looked you in your eyes, but I knew you never saw me. You were just as comfortable as me, just without a t-shirt. Cause you wore me on your sleeves and around your neck. You said that I was nagging in a choking kind of way when all I did was ask for love and a little bit of time. I handled everything else. But space became a continuum. We drifted while still going through the routine of he's my bae and I'm his option of choice at this second. I still can't believe you texted her in my bed after I gave myself but never came and you didn't care. But I still got up, washed you off of me, and looked for something to wear. It was laundry day, so all was left was your t-shirt. You kept me hostage. It was my prison wear, trapped inside the lies we told each other. Puppy love wasn't strong enough anymore. But we were too disillusioned to see it. So the first night of catching up turned into talking about weddings, rings, who's moving where. I became wife. But you were never deep enough engaged in me to see we hadn't made it there yet, but it felt right. Or at least it's what I wanted, so I caved into the games. Dealt to hands I couldn't handle, then your demons haunted me, made me feel like I was crazy. So late night prayers turned into late evening thoughts of suicide. I still remember that day, driving 80 East to pay my phone bill, and the voice telling me to drive my car into the wall, the overpass. There were many. Just choose one. So I called who I talked through bouts of depression many times before you answered, which was a shock in and of itself. You not listening, just told me to call when I get there, and I didn't, and you didn't, which made hate rise up. But I still put on your t-shirt that night. Slept with you on different sides of state lines. The distance continued, and so did the mental games and trust issues. I knew your move before you made it, but I made myself think that I was just thinking crazy when I had seen proof with my very own eyes. You told me stories of how good of a friend she was, that she always told you to make it work, like I was really gonna admire that in her. I peeped game in the door. She was setting her foundation, but you said she's just a friend, so I let it go. But not really. I just didn't bring her up, but in the back of my mind, I knew what her intentions were. 2 years of back and forth, tilling the lands of my insecurity, some there before you and some you planned it for yourself. I hated when I said I became you, that I was an asshole just like you, but it was nothing but truth. See, in my breaking away of you, I had become you, but more cold, callous, and I felt myself becoming like bleach stains on t-shirts. I was now a different color, but you were the same you. I had grown weary of falsely seeing what I wanted so bad. You didn't love me. Not like I wanted it, needed it, been told I was worthy of, so I wrestled with you. Trying to break free while still wearing your t-shirt. Wondering why I can't shake you. I no longer loved you. Hated that you turned me into a stain on a t-shirt that became unwearable, so I didn't wear it anymore. I tucked it away in the back of my middle drawer with all the other t-shirts worn when OCD like days come. Now not over you, but nevertheless that's how I deal with stress, and you have become a bleached memory. Knew the story behind the stain, but I couldn't see you, feel you, so I felt all was well, that I had made it to freedom. But then a man came, and he treated me really nice. But every little thing he said, I analyzed, made something negative out of completely innocent time. I tried to make him you and didn't know it, so I prayed that I be released from you, vice versa. That whatever you sowed reap no fruit, that the crop died and shriveled up. But then I came across the t-shirt in the back of my middle drawer, looked at it and cried, remembering when it was in its prime, no bleach stains, and it still smelled like you, like us. And I became ill. Knew that if I didn't get rid of it, the spirit would forever live right here. And the memories behind the bleach stains of a t-shirt, I should have put fire to it. But it was too toxic, and I couldn't risk inhaling the fumes I wanted. No, I needed it gone, rid of you, of it, of its chains, binding me to you, to that time, to all that came. I want to forget and live again. Breathe in and exhale the shame of settling for love games instead of the real thing. Whether attire is more like white flowy linen or long maxi dresses accentuating my shape. I have to become me again to love, me again to love. So the first step of many, I threw out your bleach stained t-shirt. And that's that piece. Whew, I didn't cry. I'm proud of myself. No, seriously, that piece was really, really hard to write. Really hard. It's a piece for me that indicates healing in the whole entire process of what I'm going through right now, of shaking off everything that's holding me back. And this piece and the experience behind the piece is definitely one of them. And I felt so much better after writing it, but during it and after it for a while, it really, it was draining almost. Um, and so the situation, it's a soul tie thing. And soul ties, they say that you never really get rid of them. But I need to get rid of this one. To progress in life, to get where I need to be for me. And I can't keep holding on to things. And so I'm thankful for God that he gave me this peace, and that he sees me worthy enough to even deal with these things, to break free of it, to be healed, to be cleansed from it. And so even though I don't like the process, I don't like this being vulnerable and writing things such as this, I know it's needed. And I know it's for the better of me, for my future, and to all that will be involved in that. Um, and so I pray that this piece does what it needs to do in your life, and that even if you can't relate to it, you get the message of letting things go and not allowing them to hinder you from being you and progressing in your life and doing things that you need to do. So that was the piece. I'm not going to say it will be more coming, but I will try to be a little bit more active on Bespoken's page. I've kind of been slacked off on that. But I love y'all still all the same, like I said. And I hope you enjoy the piece. That was Bleach Stained T-shirts. Much love, y'all.